How Allen Iverson blew 200 million. Iverson is one of the greatest players to ever hit the court. He had it all: fame, fortune, and swagger. Iverson's NBA career earned him $150 million, and with endorsements, over $200 million in the bank. But how did he go from making millions to nearly broke, unable to pay child support, and getting sued by his ex-wife? Buckle up, because this story is wilder than any crossover he ever pulled off. At his peak, Iverson wasn't just balling, he was living like a king. Lavish nights out at the club, dropping $50,000 like it was pocket change. And when it came to road trips, AI didn't even bother packing. He'd just buy new clothes at every city he visited. Iverson owned multiple mansions and a fleet of luxury cars, Bentleys, Lamborghinis, you name it. His spending was as unstoppable as his handles. But the most jaw-dropping? The gambling. One night, he lost over $1 million in a single sitting at the casino. That's a kind of loss most people wouldn't recover from. But for AI, it was just another day in the life of a baller. But here's the thing. Iverson wasn't just spending for himself. He had an entourage, a big one. At the height of his fame, AI had around 50 friends and family members living with him. He paid for everything: houses, cars, food, whatever they wanted. Iverson's heart was as big as his bank account. Need a loan? Done. Need a new car? No problem. The problem was, when the money dried up, so did their loyalty. After retiring, the checks stopped, but the spending didn't. Divorce, legal battles, unpaid debts. Suddenly, Iverson was being sued by his ex-wife for failing to pay child support. The guy who once had over $200 million couldn't cover his bills. His bank account? Frozen. 2 of his houses? Gone. For a moment, it seemed like Iverson's legendary career ended in disaster. How do you blow through $200 million in just a few years? Well, this is how. But don't count Iverson out just yet. Thanks to a genius deal with Reebok, Iverson has a financial lifeline. Every year, he collects $800,000, and come 2030, he'll unlock a $32 million trust fund. So AI may have lost millions, but with some smart planning, the future is still looking bright. Iverson lived like a rock star, spent like there was no tomorrow, but thanks to a few wise moves, he's far from broke. What's the lesson here? You can torch millions, but as long as you've got that hustle, the comeback is always possible. And for Iverson, the answer to his financial woes? It's still on the horizon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for Game Team stories.